Hello, it's Andrine, a Jewish American priestess, and today I'm bringing you a reading about the month of Tammuz. We entered the month of Tammuz recently in the new moon coming into Cancer, and so we're in kind of the middle space here between the new moon and the full moon, and so we're in this kind of liminal space, and it's really hot where I am, and it may be hot where you are as well. I'm not going to light up any candles today, but we can enjoy the ambient heat as it comes in. I've got some water here as an element for us to revel in as we're going into this water within fire sort of area. We're just going to do a reading. For some reason I'm being called to do 8 letters today. I don't know why, but 8 is the number of the month, so it is the letter Chet, which is affiliated with the month of Tammuz. So 8 is also that infinity loop. So we're in this space of the infinite and in this space of the creation plus 1. So we're going to pull out 8 letters today, and we'll see how that looks when we do our reading. So let me just shuffle them up and just go right ahead. At the top, we have the letter Lamed, which is about heart, and Lev. In the lower right corner, we have the letter Dalet. Dalet is the doorway. In the lower left corner, we have the Gimel. The Gimel, a camel or a foot. In the bottom, we have Samek. Samek, the circle, wheel, or thorn. Upper left, we have the Hay, which is all about presence. And in the upper right, we have the letter Shin, fire. So let's start with those 6 here. So coming down from above, we have Lamed, the letter that begins the word Lev, meaning heart, mind. We are planting ourselves in the earth and reaching up toward the divine with heart right now, with hope, and trying to digest all that's coming at us at this time of year where everything is coming into harvest, but at the same time things are dying because of the heat, and we are trying to find our own flow within this, our own sense of, again, heart, mind, this idea of Lev, discerning appropriately what is coming at us. So that's what's coming down from above, is the heart mind, really leaning into the heart mind. The lower right, this is the position of what is known about our situation. We have Dalet. Dalet is the doorway, as I said, and it's a gateway or a portal to something else. And Dalet is sometimes seen as the doorway, the birth doorway, the delta of Venus, the feminine genitalia, but it's also sometimes seen as death. So both birth and death here. Again, that water and fire both coming together right now. So we have some kind of challenge or doorway that we're stepping through. We can see that. We know that that's what's happening. And we are compelled. We're standing in this liminal space between the new moon and the full moon. We're compelled to step through that doorway somehow, some way. We'll figure it out. But we can't just stand in a doorway forever. It doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve those who are coming after us or those who are waiting for us on the other side. So Dalet is here reminding us that doorway is visible and available for us to step through. We can touch in with the divine like we do with the mezuzah as we pass through the door, to give us strength and to know that we are accompanied as we step through whatever doorway we are stepping through right now in this time. On the unknown, what is unknown in our situation, we have the letter Gimel. Gimel is a camel or a foot. And it's basically saying step through, go ahead and step through that doorway. It's the binary transformation of peace and evil, maybe wholeness and brokenness. So maybe what we don't see is while there is brokenness in a situation, there may also be wholeness here. So we have to step forward. We are compelled, again, to step forward through that doorway that we're seeing there in the delta, the Dalet. And Gimel is saying to us, it is time to take that step toward justice. And Gimel is the letter that rules over the planet Jupiter in the sky, Jupiter being the planet named Tzedek in Hebrew. Tzedek is the word for justice. So we're stepping through toward justice, and although we may not see it, justice is there for us on the other side of that doorway. So that's the Gimel, the unseen right now. At the bottom of our reading, what is supporting us? We have the letter Samech, Samech, which literally means support, Somech, and Sovev, which is to be surrounded. So we're being surrounded with support from the divine, from others, from our community perhaps, setting up good boundaries around us. And maybe those boundaries are a little bit agitating. Maybe we're irritable in the heat. Maybe we need to set up good defining boundaries so that we feel safe right now, so we feel supported. But know that we're supported from below. Like the hand of the Shekhinah is supporting us underneath it all. And we get to set up those permeable boundaries. Samech is the circle, like seasons, like the wheel that is turning. So wheels are turning, seasons are moving, that we won't be here forever. That we do have the ability to set up those good boundaries so that we can pass through these things safely and know that transitions are happening and that we are supported through it all. So that's the foundation of our reading, that support. In the upper left corner, what's our fear or challenge? We have the letter He, and He is the first letter of the word Hineni. It says to me that we need to remain present, and that right now this is a challenge. Right now we don't want to remain present. Maybe we want to get out of our bodies. That it's challenging to show up right now. That it's really hard for us to show up and say, here I am, available and ready for service. That maybe there's a challenge that's keeping us here. It is the number 5 in Gematria, so it speaks to the 5 fingers on the hand, so action in the world. And maybe we're just having a hard time feeling motivated to be of service. Maybe we're having a hard time showing up and saying, I'm ready, I'm not ready. So that's the challenge right now, or the fear that we're being asked to do something, or maybe we're not ready to do, that we're supposed to be active and we don't feel active. And that's our challenge right now. In the upper right corner, our advice for the situation is the letter Shin. Shin is the mother letter of fire. So it's light a fire under yourself. We're in the heat, we're in the summer. This is the letter that is of the season. So we need to lean into the heat, really find our connection to the divine, find our connection with each other, and know that that heat is a transformative heat, that it will transform this season, it will transform us. It's the first letter of the word Shekhinah, which means the indwelling presence of the divine. The feminine presence of the divine is here with this fire. And she is saying, light it up, let's get it moving. So even though it's having a challenge to show up right now, the Shekhinah is here to burn off the dross, to make it possible for us to move forward, maybe burn out those things that are not serving us right now in our life, and take the time to really rest in the divine. The Shin is the letter I affiliate with the High Priestess card in the tarot. So claim your power, find your way into it, and really tap into the indwelling presence of the divine in this season of heat. Know that you are supported by the hand of the divine. So we have the Shekhinah, El Shaddai, the breasted one, who is here helping us through all of this hot time, burning away what isn't necessary. So let's pull out 2 more letters. One for the center, and another one to clarify the center. Let's see. First we have the letter Pei. And the letter Pei is a letter that is 80. So it's 8 times 10. It's the infinite. And it's this infinite spiral, the spiral of time, things shifting and changing. But it's also the mouth of the divine, speaking creation into existence, saying in the beginning that the divine created heavens and earth, being able to speak as you would like to see in the world. So using your words to create what you would like to see right now is really important. That's one of the ways we're going to get through this. Talk about it. Say what we need to say. Lean into the infinite and that ultimate infinite, that spiral of time. Know that even though it feels like we're coming around to the same place again in the summer, it's a different place. We are different people. We have come through this before and we'll come through it again, but we have changed and we're spiraling out and up as we move forward in time. The Pei is the binary transformation of grace and ugliness. So speak beautiful words. Say blessings rather than curses right now. Say, I would love to see this in the world rather than I hate this other thing in the world. So speak what you'd like to see rather than calling in your fears or your lack of desire for a thing. Make sure you're using your words positively rather than negatively right now. That's going to be one of the ways to get through this. And one further clarification on this last letter in our 8-letter reading, we have the letter Kaf. The letter Kaf is the letter that represents the palm of a hand. So the palm of the hand of the Shekhinah as she lifts us up through this time or shelters us over from the sun. Kaf is the letter that represents the sun in the sky. So it's up there shining over everything, and the Shekhinah is up here with her wings providing a shelter from that sun. But it's also the first letter of the word Koach. So it's power. It's strength. It's giving us strength to get through all of this. And it is the letter that, again, it's about exchange. It's a palm of a hand, so giving and receiving. Knowing that even though things feel oppressive, we have the ability to lift those up who are struggling. That we should give what we can and receive what we need. Not overextending ourselves. Not trying to give too much, but making it a give and take that's an equal nurturing that's going on. So this is a beautiful reading. We have the discernment of the heart at the top, the doorway down here in the right, the transitions that we're making, stepping through toward justice, being supported from below with good boundaries. Even if we're a little concerned about showing up, we need to remember that the Shekhinah is here, that she is supporting us even through the heat, that this fire that is burning right now in the world is here to burn away that which is unnecessary and make clear the indwelling presence of the divine. And we need to work our part by speaking what we'd like to see in the world, tapping into the infinite spiral of time, recognizing the expansiveness of the divine rather than contracting, and making an equal exchange, asking for what we need, giving what we can, feeling supported from beneath, feeling sheltered by the divine, and making sure that we are tapping into our own power right now. So that's our reading for today, for this midpoint between the new moon and the full moon of Tammuz in this hot, hot summer. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will hope to see you here next time.